Let's just exhale together for a second. I have been sick. I've missed 2 episodes, and honestly, I needed the pause more than I realized. It's really funny how getting knocked down by something like a cold can reveal what's really out of alignment. And in the stillness, I realize I've been overscheduled, overthinking, and overriding my own inner knowing again. This episode isn't perfectly planned. It's more of a catch up and a recalibration. I want to share what's shifting in my world, why I'm leaning even more into intuition, and how you can begin to trust your own inner voice more deeply without needing to burn it all down. Hello, and welcome back to the Voicekeeper podcast. If you're new here, I'm Caroline, spiritual coach, voice keeper, and sacred space holder for women returning to their voice. This podcast isn't just about strategy or routines, it's about coming home to yourself. And today that looks like an honest update, a bit of soul truth, and a reminder that you're allowed to pivot, even mid-month, even mid-thought. But before we dive in, I want you to close your eyes, place a hand on your body wherever you need a little more attention. Maybe feel into your body, feel a space that may feel tight. It could be your throat, it could be your chest, maybe it's your back. Wherever you need that extra support, place your hands there. And then I want you to breathe in, exhale slowly, and ask yourself, have I been ignoring something my body or spirit is trying to tell me? You don't have to know the answer right now. I just want you to listen. And I really encourage you in these episodes, we take this quick moment to do this. But I really want to encourage you to, write down this prompt, maybe journal on it later, maybe do a little meditation in your own time and dig deeper into these questions. They really can be a force for resonance and, figuring some stuff out. Okay, so let's talk about what's been going on with me. I got sick, really sick. So we went on vacation and we came home. I was really stressed about coming home and being home and all the things that go with that. And my oldest daughter literally got sick the day after we got back. And I mean, I'm talking like the cold to end all colds. I actually went to the doctor to get a physical for some other reason. And she was like, yes, everybody has had this. It's a crud. It won't go away. It lingers for weeks. I was like, fantastic. And of course, I ended up with it, as did the rest of my family. And I've been down for about 2 weeks. It really forced me to slow down. I had come back from Hawaii and was like, I have to hit the ground running. I have to launch this thing. I have to do this thing. I have to do this thing. And in that stillness that I was forced into, some truths started to surface. One is I had really fallen into more doing and less being. So I was doing, but I wasn't embodying all the things that I have been, working so hard on. And I am actually going to do an episode next week about what happens when your spiritual tools stop working, because it does happen. This is not, a straight line journey. This is a zigzaggy, even for people who are pretty far in the journey. I just want that to be a reminder. But yeah, I was doing, and I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but when you're so busy that you forget like who you are a little bit because you're just surviving, right? The other thing that came up for me was my schedule did not reflect the space I actually need. And I'm still trying to figure this out. I've added a lot of things to my plate. I did have to get not really a part-time job. It's more of like a gig job. I'm driving kiddos to school. And it's actually really lovely, but I'm getting up super early in the morning and doing that, which has really shifted my sleep schedule. And because I've been sick and because of, I'm not sleeping as good, therefore, I haven't been doing like my meditation and my yoga and everything like that. And honestly, like I feel like the universe has been whispering to me. My intuition has been whispering to me, but I have been way too busy to listen, way too busy to hear her. And so I finally, like, in that slowness, had to ask, like, what do I actually want to do? I'm going to be completely honest for all of you. This is like not a fun thing for me to talk about, but I feel like that was a real like moment to totally explain like how my time is just being so funky right now because I was recording and my husband called. I had to talk to him about schedule this evening. Blah. Anyways, where were we? So, this question of what do I want to actually do comes from a bit of a tough situation I have found myself in. So I am working on, shifting my business, growing my business, doing different things, things that I feel very called to do are very aligned in what I think is not what I think, what I know is my life's purpose, why I'm here on this earth. And, it's really hard because all of that is grappling with needing to make an income and needing to market and bring new clients in. And I think somewhere along the way, because I was so stressed about the outside things that were going on, I started thinking, oh my gosh, I need to get a job. I've been applying for jobs. I've been spending a lot of time doing other things other than working on my business. And I really think that was like a moment of I wasn't listening to the inner me. I actually had a really long talk with my therapist about this today. Yes, I'm in therapy because everybody should be in therapy, is my belief, or should have someone in their corner that they can talk about these things. But it was really great because, one of the things that she said to me was, you seem like you've really gotten distracted and you really need to reconnect with your spirit guides. And I was like, yes, I do. You're right. I haven't been talking to them and I haven't been listening to myself. And I want to share this with you because, we do all the work, right? We do all the work, we do all the things, we connect, we root in, we ground, we all the things. And we can still sometimes get distracted and not be hearing what we need to hear. And the thing is, too, that I want to point out is like the answer is not more. The answer is not to do more, to create more content, to create more systems, to push more. That's not the answer. I think that a lot of times when we feel like things are not working the way they're supposed to be, we start pushing more to force it. And that's where I have been. I've been in this moment of like forcing, like, come on, just work, just do. And when you approach something with that energy, it's never going to work the way you want it to. Never. Let me tell you. I have so much experience in this. Please hear me. So for me, it was more of this like, I need to start holding space for deep listening again for myself, for others, you know, and I really just wanted to talk about that today because I know that a lot of us go through this. I know that a lot of us feel this way. We feel like things are not working and, you know, but what do you actually want? What do you actually want? And how can you make that happen without killing yourself, right? So this really brings us into intuition and why intuition is so important. And I just want to point out, like, you do not need another self-help book or a planner to access your inner knowing. It's already there. What you need is slowness. We need gentle spaces and we need reminders that our voice is enough. Being able to listen to ourselves and trust ourselves is so huge. And I did see something, a quote on Instagram or something the other day that was like, one of the reasons we have such a hard time hearing ourselves is because we have been listening so much to other people our entire lives, and that has shaped our inner voice. And part of the work that I do, part of intuition, part of rediscovering your voice is learning to hear yourself again through that noise. This goes back to those questions I just asked. What do I actually want to do? How can I hold space for deep listening, right? So, whether I'm doing a tarot reading, spiritual coaching, a ritual, or soon to be energy healing work, I'm very excited. I just had my Reiki attunement over the weekend. It's never about me telling you your path. It's never about that. I cannot tell you the steps that you need to do. There is no magic formula to waking up, being deeply connected to the spiritual world and to yourself. That doesn't happen. What I do is I hold up a mirror so you can see yourself more clearly. When I pull cards, when I guide meditation, when I coach, even in energy healing work, and this was what was so fascinating to me, is they constantly kept telling us, you are not creating the healing, you are a conduit for the healing. The person has to create it, right? And that's the same with this. Like, you're the one doing the remembering. My job is to help you listen through the noise. And I really just want to drive that point home, because I think a lot of times when we get into the spiritual world and we start working with spiritual coaches, whatever that is, in all of its forms, we're expecting them to give us the answers, right? To tell us what we need to do. And the thing is you already know what you need to do. You already have the answers. They are inside you. The problem is that you have forgotten how to listen to that part of yourself. This is why the work that I do is so, so important to me. I have talked a lot on this podcast about, feeling so completely lost in my own life and not being able to hear my own voice, and how incredible it was to come back to that and be able to see what I actually wanted, what I needed, what my kids needed, what my family needed, what my home needed. And to do that without having all these other voices in our heads telling us what to do. I'm about to pull a card for us, and my kitty cat has come to join us because he loves to pull cards. He is a card puller. He likes to lay by the deck and put his paw on a card. So he's gonna sit and observe. But yeah, I hope that this helps a little bit when you think about what do I need today? Like I said, I have a therapist. I have somebody that I love to go to for readings and distance Reiki, because it's not so much that I need her to heal me or tell me, read my fortune. It's I need a step up in what I'm already doing to really listen to myself, to really connect with myself, to heal what I need to do. And before I get into pulling a card for us today, maybe I'll pull a few cards. I'm feeling like I should pull a few. I want to let you know that I am running a special right now. I decided, hey, it's almost Halloween or Samhain, and I would really love to do a special reading for that. I have Halloween themed cards that are just adorable. In fact, the one that I just pulled, maybe this is a card that we all need to hear. If you're on YouTube, you can see how adorable it is. I'm trying to get it to focus. But this card is a bunch of cups with different Halloween drinks. This is, of course, the Ten of Cups. But this is all about abundance. This is about having a lot of options. How amazing is it that we have so many options in front of us, and we just have to choose which one we want. And how much does this play into what I'm talking about today? Because you have to also really lean into your intuition to know which one is the right one. I really love this spider web teacup on the bottom. That's the one that I'm drawn to. My camera just does not want to focus on this card. There we go. So really leaning into that. But yeah, so I'm doing these special Halloween readings. And so it's a 5 card spread. You'll see what's been waiting to be revealed, release what no longer serves your flame, root into your wisdom, plant the seed of what's next, and step forward with grace. Those are the 5 cards and what they represent. And you can just head to my website. I will put it in the show notes. I'm booking these through October 31st. So this is a special reading just for the thinning of the veil that's going on right now and to help you really connect with what the thinning of the veil means to you and what your next steps are. So definitely check that out. Oh, interesting. So the next card that I pulled is a 7 of broomsticks, I guess. But this card is like this broom is being weighed down. It's chained to all these other brooms. It's really being weighed down. It wants to fly off. It can't. What things in your life right now are weighing you down and making it difficult for you to really embrace the abundance? What is weighing you down right now? I feel like we need one more before we go. Oh my gosh, I love this card. So this is the 7 of Pentacles, and it's this kitty cat. I hope you can see it. And on the card, the kitty cat is playing with a ball of yarn. And what you notice is there's like different phases of playing with this ball of yarn. And what this represents to me in this moment is, you're on a path. You're on a path. It has struggles. It's not easy. It's not easy to get the yarn where you want it, right? It's not easy to get everything the way you want. But your hard work is going to pay off. And so if you can figure out what is weighing you down, what is keeping you from flying away, from really soaring, from really being who you are, so that you can embrace your abundance and so that you can really relish in the hard work that you have done to get there. I really think that this card is like the main message of what this episode is about today. And so I hope that resonates with you. I hope that you'll take that with you. It definitely resonated for me. I feel like it went with the message perfectly. I just drew these right here as we were recording this episode. So just a reminder, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to show up every week, but when you do, let it be real. Your intuition has not abandoned you. She's just waiting for you to slow down long enough to hear her. Don't forget to book your Halloween reading, your Samhain Halloween reading. And I know that it's going to be an amazing week. Claim that for yourself. And I will be back next week with a new episode.